Hadley, do we get dodge and stuff back now, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get your dodge and shit back.
Yeah, my dodge and shit.
But I'll get into all that in a second.
Okay.
Because I wanna bring us in.
Oh, okay.
With our usual intro of last time on Pretend Friends. Our intrepid adventurers were finally cornered by some zombies, a thing that the DM absolutely wasn't planning for weeks. At the Half-Flagon Inn, where instead of Lyric's show at 7, they found themselves in some zombie combat, or zombat, instead.
Alright, that got me.
Thank you for laughing. And pretty much wiped the floor with some fucking zombies.
Literally.
But literally.
And Snorkul did it with his own face, too.
I did.
But their mysterious life giver? I don't know what the word is. The mysterious necromancer who accompanied them was able to escape.
Their father.
Yeah, that sounds wrong, though.
You mean Osric Forderbrand, a.k.a. that was Ozfest that we just attended?
Fiather, may I have some zombies?
Mother, may I raise some dead tonight?
So you are, you guys are currently in what is the flaming Half-Flagon Inn, kind of still reeling from the way this combat ended. There are a few zombies still alive that are kind of just sitting around chewing on stuff.
Yeah, let them chew.
But
They're not hurting anybody.
Get the energy out.
from outside the inn, you can see in the street the golden glitter of the armor of the city guard as they come rushing forward. And
oh, crap.
Before you can react to this, there is a loud rushing sound and a hiss as some force mage outside has sent a cascade of water at the inn.
Oh, that's a way cooler way than what I was going to say to put the water out.
Let's get the hell out of here.
And you see the doorway hiss and sputter, and the fire is put out by the water.
It's like a wave pool. Yay!
And guards rush into the inn, quickly dispatching the remaining 2 zombies. Then they all kind of sheathe their swords and look around at the remainder of the Half-Flagon. All in all, the inn isn't too bad, but the inside is pretty scorched.
It'll buff out.
We gotta get Deadward out of here.
Yes, we do.
Wait, are his hands still people hands?
No, that only lasted for the duration of the spell.
What the hell? Why would that?
Yeah, that's weird.
What is that?
We're like cuddling around talking about that while they're doing this stuff.
As much as I love knights, we should probably sneak away.
I was gonna call out to them. Like, you blaming this on us? This one on us?
I just want to pretend like I'm like belong there, and I'm like, yeah, you go over there, you take care of that, and blend in by pretending to be here, like one of them.
Are there any like screams of alive people coming from the Half-Flagon
That we
Inn?
need to put out of their misery.
There's definitely some cries of pain. There's definitely some people begging for help. But probably the majority of people who were in the inn are either in the streets outside watching in horror, or they fled well away from the inn.
I gotta go back in there and save people.
He's like Pee Wee Herman. He's gonna carry the snakes.
I gotta save all the snakes.
Save the
I mean, you're still in the inn. You didn't leave the inn. You were in the doorway, and then you took a step inside to yell at somebody.
I can only carry gnome-sized people out, so... Are there any of those? I mean, that guy under the table was who I winked at.
I'm sure there's like a half guy somewhere.
Like half a body that got ripped in half.
That's still not gnome-sized. That's still a lot. Gnomes are, like, really small.
Yeah, you're right.
You see the guy that you saw, like, under the table. He's chatting with some guards. And he's kind of frantically explaining, she saved me. Yes. I think. She saved a lot of us. She killed one of those zombies, and he's pointing at you, Tindy.
I'll take my reward in the form of medals.
One of the guards is walking in your direction, Tindy.
I'll take a sword, too, or a stick.
I was expecting you to take drinks.
Well, you can trade them for drinks.
Oh, that's true.
Swords can be exchanged for goods and services.
You see, Paul.
Okay. A guardswoman walks over to you, Tindy, and kind kind of kneels down to get on your level.
Yeah, get down on my level.
It was like, so, you helped out here?
Yeah,
I
it
hear-
was crazy. There was a guy, and all these zombies came in, and me and my friends, we totally stopped them. You're welcome.
Ooh.
Thank you.
You could probably name today Tindy Day.
Tindy and Friends Day.
Tindy and Friends Day.
Thank you.
No, we're each gonna get a day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Tomorrow is Snorkul Day.
I don't,
Away.
I don't mean to pry or anything, but, are you a keeper?
I mean, some people might think I'm a keeper, and then I wink at
I've been told I wouldn't be kicked out of bed, so
I guess I'm a keeper.
That seems very close to a catchphrase.
That's very, very close.
I don't think it's a catchphrase, though, because it's flirting.
Yep,
and it's
that's
just
true.
like,
Yep.
Is it lying?
I got some good lying.
Tindy's got, like, full charm, though.
Yeah.
True.
I have 2 charm.
I feel like it's just in character. Okay. You kind of wink at the guard, and she's, like, a little flustered.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, okay, I saw the robe, I assumed.
Oh, yeah,
Never
the
mind.
robe. You know, yeah, that thing, yeah, I'm that. Do you need me to roll for lying now? Because I am lying.
Yeah, I kind of
All right,
do.
3.
I hate to ask.
I'd like to think at this point that you're an honorary keeper.
Well, I got a queen, so 1 success.
Okay, she kind of like looks twice at you, but she's obviously not going to question because you did kind of. She liked that line. She liked the keeper line.
You
She's-
charmed her ahead of time.
I'm like,
Yeah.
pickup artisting her.
She's like, so did you see where these creatures came from?
The void.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I kind of knew that one.
That's keeper talk for, I don't know.
Okay. Good.
Let's keep it talk for forget about it.
I'm not supposed to talk about it because it's secret.
It seems a little weird that a bunch of zombies would just appear out of nowhere.
That's
I just
exactly
thought
what
maybe...
I said. I said, it seems a little weird. A bunch of zombies would come out of nowhere. Good thing a keeper was here legally drinking and not underage drinking.
All right, that last thing is a little weird that you said that because you look like 35. So, but
This flirting is not going well.
listen, I just need your name so I can give it to my superior to tell him who to reward for this.
I want to look around
You
the
can
room.
make out your reward.
Oh, wait, is there a reward?
I thought perhaps a small amount of gold was due to the people who saved the Half-Flagon Inn.
Well, my name is Tindy Firehatchet, and I like gold in the form of gold, please. Give me the gold.
Okay, Tindy Firehatchet. She like pulls out a notepad and starts writing.
What was the name of the kid that we met down in Osric Fortebrand's sewer fortress?
Kylan.
Kylan. I just want to walk up and be like, actually, I'd like to just put this reward. Can we put it into a savings account for a youth that's been misspending their days and just probably needs a little guidance?
Big brothers, big sisters ad.
I just like to pay it forward, and I think that we could do better with this money.
Sure. What?
His
Who?
name's Kylan, and he's kind of a jerk, but we saved his life, and I think that, we're really just building something here. We're starting grassroots with the community.
Wait,
and,
you saved his life here?
at another place.
2
saved-
rewards, please.
We saved his capital L life, his big life.
Could you tell me his last name?
Oh boy,
I want to say, like,
Kylan
Pimpleface?
Ren?
Jenner? Kylan Ren.
Kylan Ren.
We both say different things.
Are there still
Okay.
people like on fire and stuff?
No, they've all the fires are being put out by some mages who are also wearing city guard uniforms. They're kind of using buckets of water that they brought with them to kind of flip it up with magic and like water bend all the fires
Oh,
out.
yeah,
Awesome.
waterbending.
The fires are out. The people are being treated
Or dead.
or dead. Yeah, there are definitely some corpses, and not just the zombies.
The ultimate remedy.
But
Anyone
yeah,
we know?
The guards are kind of just inhabiting the inn now, but they're not really they're just kind of milling around waiting for a superior, it looks like.
Taking notes, getting paperwork ready.
Did anyone we know, like, not make it?
No, it doesn't look like, it looks like one or two of the band members maybe didn't make it out.
They weren't that good.
There's a couple people who look vaguely familiar, like maybe you saw them in the inn before, but nobody immediately recognizable as a friend.
Thank God none of our friends died and those random nobodies did.
Nobody important died.
Snorkul does the troll sign of the cross.
It's very elaborate.
As long as no proper nouns die, we're good.
Oh my god. The guard woman looks you all over and says, so you're saying these zombies came out of absolutely nowhere?
Well, they came out of the front door by surprise.
So I guess they kind of came into the front door.
I mean, where
That's
is
true.
anywhere, really?
I mean, technically we're in, not out.
I guess they came right off the street. And as another winkle to this, we were expecting to see our friend perform, and she never made it.
Your friend?
Yes.
She's missing. We don't know where she is. She didn't show up for her show at 7 p.m.
What's your friend's name?
Is this one of those times when I'm supposed to lie?
Say that out loud to them. I think everybody knows that name. It's Lyric.
It's Lyric. She's really
Damn
famous.
it! I knew it was a noun.
Yeah.
You made
Wait,
it
the-
so easy.
The Lyric? The
Yeah,
singer?
she's my friend. We went to carnival school together.
Carnival School.
Carney College.
Carnival melon.
Go fighting carnies.
He's one of the Ivy Leagues.
Jesus.
Carney G College.
Carney community.
Home of the fighting wrenches.
I mean, I've heard of Lyric.
Yeah.
She's missing?
I mean, we don't know where she is, so yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she missed her show, and she like never does that,
She's
right?
a consummate professional.
Yeah.
Consummate
Oh no!
professional.
All right. She starts scribbling furiously in her notebook.
Don't scribble over that reward part. That's important.
No, I'll get you a reward. This is just kind of
Yeah,
troubling.
get that to Kylan Pimple Face.
I really don't think that's anyone's real last name.
And he probably doesn't have a bank account.
Tindy Pimple.
You know what? Just give us the money. We'll sort it out later. We'll figure it out on our own. It's fine.
Okay,
I mean,
well, I still have to wait for, like, my boss to get here. I can't just hand you a bunch of gold.
Just give
Oh.
us the gold that you're wearing.
So you can't make...
You mean my armor?
Is it made out of real gold? Is it heavy?
No, it's just it's steel. It's an enchantment. Okay.
That's false advertisement.
And as she's kind of stammering over this, the crowd at the doorway kind of parts, and you see a familiar face walking through. You see Tanner, who was a sub-captain or under-captain or whatever of the guard, whom you met way back in episode 1.
Classic Tanner.
Human man, probably approaching 40, blonde hair, and he looks kind of like he hasn't slept in a week. He looks kind of bad, but he's nonetheless kind of taking charge of the room
Are you saying
just
he
by
hasn't
being
slept
there.
since we got to town?
Yeah, basically, he looks like he's had a real shit week.
You again.
He's got those 3 daughters and 2 best friends
Yeah.
with him too. It's real.
Tanner Danny over
It's
there.
a really packed home.
I kneel down like humans do when they talk to Tindy.
Okay, he
always
kind
a
of
bigger
his eye
fish.
kind of sweeps over in your direction, and he looks at all of you kind of clustered together for a long moment,
Hi, boss.
sighs, and then walks over and says, "Hello, people who poured beer on me.
Hello.
How are you doing?"
We're doing great. We well, I mean, many people died, and
But we didn't.
I threw up for most of the day, and I got punched with magic by a necromancer. So we're doing great.
Can you sorry, can you rewind just
I got punched
you-
in the tum. I show him where I got punched.
Well, yeah.
Lifts up his shirt. It's got a little like purple glowing bruise.
Oh, you know I ain't wearing.
I don't
a
think
shirt.
he's wearing a shirt.
He's always shirtless.
Oh, that's right.
If I looked like him, I would go shirtless.
Yeah, you point to this like really gnarly bruise like right on your rib cage. Like it's like a palm print
Ugh.
shape.
Is
It's
it-
just
is
like
it
along
sh-
your left
Oh,
like
cool. So it's
side
like
of
a
your rib cage.
it's like a kung fu palm.
Yeah.
Is it
yeah,
shaped
but
like
it's
a
like
laughing
wicked,
skull?
it's like deep purple already and like
man.
gross and bruisey on the outside. There's also a slight burn around the outside of it.
Wow,
Yeah.
so Tindy's stomach looks like a blacklight poster is what you're saying.
So I got that one.
And also, Snorkul, your hair is no longer glowing.
Oh, hey.
Solve that problem.
So there's just as a general note, Tanner is just looking very closely at this wound and kind of like gingerly puts a gloved hand to one side of it just to get a better look. And he is frowning as deeply as a human can frown.
I also try to be serious.
Ken's just gonna lean in, like real close to Tanner, and be like, "We know."
That's so creepy.
Excuse me? You what?
Why are you horror moving this guy?
Tanner, we know.
That's a necromancy.
Tanner is just kind of looking at you sideways like, what in the fuck are you talking about?
The guys that are doing that are making the zombies come. We know. We know.
Tanner,
We know about them. Give us
Tanner,
a reward.
is there a more secure place we could talk?
Right, yes, of course. My office. Alright.
Or maybe another bar?
Why don't you all come with me? Back to... No, it's it.
I grab a couple.
Not at a bar, it's at guard headquarters.
I'm gonna grab a bottle of fire whiskey on the way out to hand to Tindy.
Is there a bar there?
No, literally no one stops you as you reach to get... You just, like, reach behind the bar. The centaur bartender who was previously, like, cowering in the corner watches you do this and then opens, like, a lower level shelf, like, right next to his feet. Or his hooves, and just like pulls out a super nice unlabeled bottle and hands it up to you.
Thank you! You're welcome!
He then pulls out another one, uncorks it, and starts drinking from it himself.
Oh, yeah. You deserve that.
You first.
Maybe
Yeah.
need more, though. But yeah, sure, you had a rough day, too.
Tanner kind of gestures to the other guards, like, gives them like a single hand signal that means like, I'm leaving, you take care of this. Gets a curt nod from another guard, and then starts walking out into the night air of Takby. A sizable crowd has gathered outside the inn, kind of watching the commotion, and they look like they're just starting to disperse. Like they've just figured out that there's no more fire. And
then a
nothing
gnome,
interesting.
a robe guy, a giant tree man, and a troll come out of the bar.
I mean, yeah.
And they all turn back around and come back.
I mean, they are watching you all being escorted by a captain of the guard, like...
I wave.
All I'm saying is, some shit's gonna happen. Who are you gonna call?
Everything's fine. Wait, is that a lie?
There's a... No, it's technically not a lie.
Okay.
Right now,
no-
everything's relatively fine.
Okay, yeah, everything's kind of okay right now.
Short term, fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Short. Everything's short term fine.
A young, like, orc woman runs up holding, like, a few scraps of paper and a quill, and is like, do any of you have a statement to give? Do you want to say anything to the press?
I'm gonna grab the paper and I start autographing it and giving it to her. Here you go. Here's a couple for your friends.
Oh, okay. Nope, it's not what I wanted,
I
sir.
have a
Sir,
statement.
please.
Now, we're not taking any comments right now.
Tindy rules!
Is there... Do you all have, like, a group name or anything? Like,
I would also like to say Tindy rules.
Thank you, Snorkul.
Is that the name of all of you, or just...
No, we didn't
No.
really think about that. We have to shop some names around. We're not set on one. Tindy rules
Okay.
is up there, though.
You could just put us down as the cool guys and we're good.
Yeah, we're
Okay,
not.
I'm
we're
gonna
not,
put you
we're not
down as
taking-
Tindy Rules.
We're not giving any statement right now. We're gonna wait for the newspaper to assign us one, and then all complain about the terrible name that they gave us.
Okay, rude? Rude.
I'm just saying.
We are the Scorpions.
The Scorpions!
Then I do like a
Tindy
little hand
Rules
gesture.
/ the Scorpions
Tindy rules and the Scorpions.
appear to have saved the day at the Half Flagon Inn.
Yeah.
Is that a good enough lead?
Yeah.
I think you
Yeah.
buried it a little bit, but sure. That's what people say. I don't know.
She's just always wanted to say that, honestly.
Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna make it up.
Cool,
That's
looking
your
forward
job.
to the morning edition. See
Hey,
you
wow.
there.
That thing that I said you're gonna do anyway. Cool.
That's the news for you. That's why I don't even read it.
Tanner kind of elbows past her, and you are led back out into more peaceful streets in Takby to a building sort of near where you were, Tindy. It's near City Hall,
I don't know if I can go back
which
in
you
there.
remember vividly as that place where Cicero stabbed you.
I wonder what Cicero's doing.
And right near there's a kind of large but plain and unadorned building which is very clearly guard headquarters, as it is swarming with guards.
Was this place named Boring Hall?
Tanner leads you in, all of you, in through the front lobby, which is kind of plain.
Classic spook hangout. Plain and boring.
Jeez. There are some people, like, waiting to be booked, and Tanner takes you up a stairwell toward a nondescript set of doors and opens the last one. And you find yourselves in kind of a pleasant but crowded office. The desk is overflowing a little bit with paperwork, but it's cozy in
And
here.
it has a label on it that says Tindy rules and the Scorpion file. Part 1 of 10.
It's like Enchanted, like it just names itself.
Yeah.
Organizing things is a nightmare in this world. It keeps changing the name of shit.
Tanner just kind of shoves a bunch of stuff aside, produces a few chairs, but not enough. Like, he produces 3.
I'll take a knee.
It's not nearly enough room for all of you to sit. And he kind of hovers next to his desk and says, "All right, tell me everything."
Well, I was born
And
on
I
a
just said,
Tuesday.
I went to this.
I think we should really get
Do you
rid
have a
of
school
not
nurse
giving me
or
free
anything? Or
And Sweetums is the coolest.
Scorpions rule!
and there was a dinosaur with a quill, and then a chairman's.
I regret everything. Tell me everything about what happened at the Half Flagon now that we've wasted half an hour of my time.
Well, I think the person who had the most going on was Tindy, so I'll let her explain.
This crazy guy who was beautiful walked in with a crazy zombie horde and a bubble around him made out of necromantic energy. That's what we call in the biz a cool bubble.
Could you perhaps describe him better than beautiful?
Purple looking.
Yeah, like,
Snorkul, you got a better look at him. You give him.
Do you have any like drawing materials that I may scribe out what he looks like?
what's your drawing
alright.
skill
Do it.
based on?
Yeah, what is
Right? I don't see how that's any easier than using words, but alright.
For him it is.
He, like, shuffles in his desk and pulls out a bunch of blank parchment, and he looks at, like, a little stand that has quills in it, and then opens a drawer and pulls out, like, a really large pencil.
He's prepared.
That's like giving a crayon to a kid.
Adorable.
Like a joke pencil, like
Yeah, one of those
Yeah.
goofy joke pencils.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
novelty.
one of those old, like, the, like, wood pencils where it's, like, it's old-timey.
He got it for
It's
Christmas as a joke for all the paperwork he does.
Yeah.
It says happy 10
Yeah,
years.
It's the paperwork award.
Yeah.
okay. What would drawing a convincing
Oh, I hope this fails
Police
terribly.
sketch.
Oh, no, man.
I love this.
I feel like this is wit perform.
all right?
That seems right.
There's no like it might be investigation because like it's like a criminal, what do they call that, like a
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, like criminal profiling?
yeah, like a profile,
But I feel like that's still, like, because it's making art.
right? So you have to perform the art. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got 4 successes.
Wow.
Oh,
Holy shit!
You hold it up and I get scared.
God.
Oh, she's back! He's back!
Dude,
It's just a drawing, dude. Come on.
Snorkul would definitely be able to turn that turtle into a pirate.
Oh man. Okay, Snorkul, you take like 10 minutes to make a sketch,
We all sit around awkwardly.
Waiting for him to finish.
and when you hold the paper up, it's the most photorealistic sketch of this man imaginable.
Highly detailed.
It's a,
You've got all the details of this man, who is, yes, kind of ruggedly handsome. You shaded his skin so that it has kind of this, like, glowing aura around it.
yeah, like some chiaroscuro shading.
Ooh, you know what? You should use your dreadlock moss stuff to,
Yeah, add a little
to
glow
add a
to
little
it.
to it. So this way, when it gets close to the thing, it'll light up.
That's actually a brilliant fucking idea.
Thank
smart.
you.
He gave you, like, a plain gray pencil, but somehow the drawing's in color.
Nice.
That's what Roll on 4 gets you.
Like, you gave him purple skin, and
Yeah.
then you managed to get the exact shape of his shaggy hair and the exact sneer to his lips. And you even got, like, all the little points of stubble on his
This-
chin. You've just nailed this person. And Tanner accepts this sketch from you, like, God damn.
Yo. Snorkul, rub some of your hair on that.
I do. Well, how do you think I got the colors?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. So you did use the colors.
Yeah, you've been
Okay.
pulling different kinds of moss out of your hair.
Yeah.
For like.
That's why he has it there.
When you're done with that, I'll take that for reasons.
I feel like the eyes are a little anime. Like,
Yeah, just a little.
they're just a little, like, I'm trying to draw from life, but I do have my influences.
The features that make him more attractive are definitely enhanced in this
Yeah.
picture.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
heart
you
pupils were
very-
a nice touch.
Yeah. You gave him a butt chin, but I don't remember him having a butt chin, so.
I know it's
You
rough.
give him like really pouty lips, but he didn't have those.
Somehow sexier than he was.
I know drawing is for dum-dums.
Too real. Too real.
Tanner's just looking at the sketch and then looking at you and is like, you realize you could do this professionally, right?
You could be a famous artist.
You
I
could
laugh
live,
and I'm like-
put your life of danger to the side and be an artist.
I laugh and I'm like, you can't make money or impress people by doing art.
By creating things. Oh god, welcome to the Truth Cast. Oh shit.
Woof.
Welcome to real life, friends.
Look, if you've got that attitude, you're not going to get anywhere, are you?
Well, I mean, my brothers always said that art was for stupid dum-dums who can't do anything.
Well, have you ever considered that they were wrong?
Tanner's not actually offering him a job, he's just offering him exposure.
Yeah. Good experience.
I bet he's offering him, like, support.
Support and encouragement.
He's,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
just trying to be, like, emotionally supportive. Tanner is radiating good dad vibes.
I'm loving Tanner.
But my world has been turned upside down. I just kind of sit there calculating for a second.
He pulls open a different drawer, produces, like, 3 lollipops, and then just kind of puts them in front of you.
Those lollipops are for kids who witness horrible crimes.
I give a lollipop to Sweetums.
Dude, trauma pop.
Trauma pops.
She licks it. 1, 2, 3.
I feel like that's how that goes, is that she licks it until she gets bored. And then you start hearing crunching noises from Ken's hair.
My
Like,
leaves,
up in your leaves, it's just, like,
they're getting
really
all
loud
sticky
crunching.
and stuff. Great, now my hair's gonna be sticky for 2 weeks. This sucks.
All right. So
I do want to tell Tanner. I just want to say that this drawing, not only is it beautiful and very effective at showing you what this person looked like, but if you are near that person, this thing will light up. So you can use this as sort of a divining rod to
Yeah.
find this person.
wait, why?
Why
would it light up?
There's moss. It comes from the hell land.
I guess we'll. Are we
Yeah,
gonna?
just tell him.
Are we telling him everything?
We can
tell him.
pool
He's a
our
police officer.
resources.
All right.
He's the police. What's the worst that could happen?
We found a
He did-
warehouse.
He did.
Found a
he
warehouse
did give us
where there's
lollipops.
some shady activity going on. It belongs to Osric Forderbrand.
We snuck in.
We snuck in.
It's not illegal though.
It's not illegal what
Forgot
we
about
did
that part.
because we did it for good stuff.
Justice.
And they were doing bad things.
They were doing bad things, so 2 bad things together
Wait,
is
wait,
a double
wait.
negative.
Hang on. You snuck into a warehouse. I got that.
You writing this down? Do you need your big
Belong-
pencil? I can grab your big pencil for you.
You know what? It's all right. Belonging to Osric Forderbrand.
Yes,
Yep.
The businessman.
the businessman.
Sure. Also necromancer.
He's in the business of crime.
All right. Before we start throwing accusations around, hang on. What bad things? Could you be more specific?
necromancy,
You
Well-
saw that with your eyes?
brainwashing a child.
Do we have any more of the fungus?
What?
Yeah, we do.
Can we produce the fungus?
Brainwashing a child.
It's like a cult down there, man.
That was more of a tertiary crime he was committing. We'll get to that.
They
Yeah,
add it to
that-
the list.
This is all very confusing to me.
Throw the scroll at him.
I also, Snorkel's like, we know about the nobles who went missing with the zombies in their house.
Yeah, but don't ask us how that one goes.
How do you know about this?
Well, we're kind of like
Detectives?
vigilantes.
Yeah, we're putting it together.
We're kind of B&E guys. A little bit.
No, but for good. We didn't. I don't think we stole anything that time.
No, we just
All right.
arson.
Let me just put this all together just so that you hear yourselves, because it's really a lot. You snuck in to a building belonging to a businessman.
Yes.
Uses it for storage, right? You met people who were brainwashing a child and raising the dead?
Yep.
Yeah.
Am I getting that right?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Yep.
Demons.
You
Pretty much.
saw them raising the dead.
Well, no, not that time. But we did
It
detect.
was implied.
We did detect like quasi void energy.
The
though.
theme
How?
of the dungeon was definitely raising the dead theme.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I pluck out a bit of a particularly chunky bit of moss and place it on his desk, and I say, "This moss only grows in the presence of void
Have
energy."
your alchemists analyze that down in forensics.
All right, I will.
Give me your badge and gun, Tanner.
What's a gun?
You're
All right,
in
Ken takes Tindy away and starts handing her the bottle of liquor again, like a little baby.
Tanner kind of opens a drawer, pulls out an envelope, and scoops the moss into that.
Don't touch it.
And
though.
says, "All right, I'll have."
Don't
I'll have
eat it.
Do not eat it.
I didn't even think of that for a moment, but thank you.
Well, now you're not thinking about it.
Well, look who's a smarty pants.
This is why it's good that we're collaborating, because we both go about this in different ways.
All right, so you saw not necromancy. You saw no necromancy, and but you saw them brainwashing a child.
Well,
Is bad parenting considered brainwashing?
In some cultures.
No. Despite my personal wishes, no.
we're giving you what we got, Tano, because we honestly don't have enough to make a move ourselves.
We should have gotten more evidence. But Tanner, would you want your 3 daughters and their friend going down into this basement with moss in it and evil?
I only have one daughter. All right, look. Listen.
That's so messed up.
I'm.
But the other two.
What? What are you? Oh,
Deadward,
all right.
that is messed up. Just disowning them like that.
What I'm taking away from this is you're all admitting to breaking and entering.
Yep.
Yes.
But I would like to think that our past actions are countered by our most recent past actions
Yeah.
of saving
Right.
the lives of a bunch of people except for the people that died.
Do you know, I had an interesting visit earlier today
Okay.
from Keeper Winston,
Oh, Winston.
Yeah.
I know that guy.
who had said some very interesting things were stolen from City Hall today.
Wouldn't know about that.
interesting.
Probably less interesting than you think, but go ahead.
Several volumes on necromancy, for a start.
Could be anyway.
Weird.
Also, several highly valuable vases, for some reason. And an awful lot of pocket change, to the tune of several thousand gold.
What?
Whoa.
Would you perhaps, Tindy, like to explain?
Do I look like someone who could carry 7,000 gold? That's crazy. That's very complimentary that you thought I could do that, because I am strong.
His eyes make a very obvious journey to the pouch at your waist and then back up.
There's 8 gold in here, man. What are you looking at? Eyes are up here, Tanner. Up here, Tanner. Up here and slightly lower than the rest of the people.
Is it or is it not a bag of holding?
That is a bag of holding, but there's only
She earned that money.
8 gold in there, and there's no vases.
How did you earn that money?
I don't remember.
I'd like to dig us out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, let the talker talk.
I'd like to not lie. I will say we did do some bad things.
Did some cool
But-
crimes with our friends.
But we think there's more at stake here than some petty crimes, and perhaps we could work together and still see justice done if we keep an open line of communication.
Character voice, but
Yes. Yeah, where's the Snorkul voice? Were you sitting on the chair?
Well, I want to see how well I do, and then I'll.
Okay, yeah, definitely do the flip for it, which is gonna be charm persuasion.
Do I have to get the chair out of the bag of holding?
Oh god.
Yeah, I'll unfold the
The
chair.
fanny pack of holding.
God, the scary chair.
George's legacy carries on.
Yeah, did you? No, you never put it in the fanny pack.
I don't
It was
think
just
I
on your
ever
back
put-
the whole
yeah.
time.
Yeah, it's just on my back. No, this isn't the melee chair, which I probably should have used.
Oh, that's right, the melee chair. I totally forgot about the melee chair.
Give you a sweet bonus. You still have the other chair.
The
The
Captain
one that
Picard
Chairman
chair.
George made that's like, well, he made both of them, but the PVC and duct tape chair that like lets you change your voice.
Yes. Okay. So I got 3 successes to explain
Beautiful.
myself, and I say, "See here, Tanner."
Oh god.
Wow. We got bigger problems.
He kind of jumps back like, huh.
you and I, we are working the same case. Now, we both love justice.
How are you doing that with your mouth?
Tanner, don't ask questions about this, okay?
Just go with it.
But we both know the wheels of justice turn slow, and our criminals are acting fast.
It's like a noir.
Why is he doing? Why is?
Tanner, you're gonna have to
Go
get over
with
the
it, man.
voice
Just
thing.
gotta go
Welcome
with
to the
it.
Scorpions, Tanner. It's crazy.
What does that mean?
Now, right now, zombie attacks are happening in your city, and you don't know why. We might have a lead. We're your best friends right now, Tanner.
You'd be wise to listen, Tanner.
Right. Look.
The threat in that statement, not a threat. Don't worry about it. All right.
No, I wasn't taking it as one.
Okay,
Look.
good.
I don't want to arrest any of you.
Then problem solved.
Love to see you try.
You don't have handcuffs big enough for these guys.
I fold the chair back away, and I give it a good pat, like, thank you. Thank you very much for your service, George.
I didn't want to arrest any of you anyway. All right? I just need you to stay away from the things that you don't understand. All right?
What do you want us to do? We're on our hero's journey, and we need stuff to do, Tanner.
Tanner, I don't think that narrows things down very much.
Look, for all we know, these people attacked the Half-Flagon Inn to get to you.
So you're saying we should be in protective custody then?
The only protective custody I need are these mitts.
Protective custody would still be arrest. Okay.
That's just polite arresting, isn't it?
That is, yes, it's just glamorous arrests.
Arresting.
Look, I will make sure that Keeper Winston and everyone else are soothed and satisfied. If you do know anything about the missing vases and gold and everything else, please tell me, because...
I think you're burying the lead on what we just told you here, Tanner.
Well, what do you want me to do?
We got necromancy afoot.
If you could provide us anything you know about the location of where Lyric was last seen,
Yeah, well-
you have a much wider net to cast than we can.
Lyric?
Yeah, Lyric.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is Lyric?
Oh my God, you don't know who Lyric
Tanner,
is?
have you ever heard music?
I think
Yes, I've heard music.
Well, if you've never heard lyric, you've never heard it right.
I can think of no poet who could describe Lyric better than our friend Ken here.
Oh yes, Ken.
Oh,
Do you know-
Wait, is she involved in the necromancy thing?
She's involved in my heart. Okay?
Oh, good.
And I need to know where she is because I'm getting honestly very upset. And I don't know what's going to happen next if I don't find her today.
Is she... does she have things to do with the necromancy, or
She
is
has
she just
everything to do with everything, Tanner.
All right.
She's my world.
Okay.
This was a mistake.
Tanner opens, like, the bottom drawer of the desk. Like, you hear, like, a key turn in a lock. And he pulls out a flask and just takes a really long pull from it.
Tanner, you're all white.
Classic Tanner.
Can I hit that?
Why is he drinking all that foot juice?
Can I like nonchalantly look at like the files on his desk and stuff while
While we're
all
distracting
this is
him.
going on?
You want to just kind of glance over them?
I just want to like look around.
There's some
snooping.
info
Yeah.
here.
Wit investigation.
Oh.
I heard that Joker.
One success and a joker.
Frick.
The Joker heard round the world.
Okay, Deadward. You kind of glance over the articles and various scrolls and letters and stacks of newspapers that are on Tanner's desk. And you're halfway through the contents, just kind of looking across, and it's mostly just stories covering small robberies and kind of witness descriptions for other crimes.
A wanted poster for a dinosaur
Yeah.
that killed a snake.
A con
Yeah,
artist
actually,
chair
there's
salesman.
like a, have you seen this ...
She murdered an undercover snake that was running a raid in the woods.
It's all connected.
Have you seen this person? And there's this like really weird picture of
Killed Barry the snake.
2 weeks away from Snake Tireman.
oh, poor Rico. No, but you are Deadward. You're distracted halfway through all of these kind of nothing papers by a bit of newspaper writing that catches your attention, and it describes a person who went missing many years ago. That someone was trying to track down. And as you're looking at this paper, the name strikes you as very, very familiar because it's yours.
I just got chills.
Holy shit!
So you are kind of just, you're very aware that that's like underneath Tanner's right elbow as he's resting the flask on the desk. He doesn't seem to have noticed this piece of paper or care about it any more than any other paper on his desk, but it's definitely there.
I am reeling right now. I'm reeling.
So you gain that information.
Holy shit! Does it have his real name on it too? Like his actual real name?
You don't know.
We don't know yet.
You don't know.
You don't
Only
see
he
this.
can
Only
see it.
Deadward sees
Only
this.
Deadward can see
I
it.
wish I knew this in the world.
Man.
We're just dwinking and watching people dwink.
This is true.
I'm still going
That's
off
what the
about
rest of you are doing.
Lyric.
we're going off about lyric. I'm off in the corner. I'm like, honestly, can you give the pencil back to Snorkul? Because we really got to get a drawing of her.
I didn't know antlers could be so beautiful until I saw it.
So you're saying this lyric is a famous singer? I think I wrote that.
She's
singer?
the #1 singer in the world.
As far as we know.
All right, and that she's gone missing.
Yes, and she went missing just before the zombies attacked.
Right, which is suspicious. So I see why you brought it up. Also, I assume that you want her back.
Also, she's a fawn. That probably is good. We'll try and get a tasteful physical description to you.
Tasteful physical description.
Hair color, anything?
There's tasteful
blue.
dudes.
Blue. She has blue fur, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, blue.
I will look into that. There's no possibility she just skipped town.
Could I attempt to draw a picture of Lyric,
Sure.
but keep it away from Ken?
Sure.
Don't let me see it.
What if he draws terribly this time?
I would love
I
it.
really hope so.
When I see it, I'm
Here
like,
we
it's
go.
perfect.
It's beautiful. That's like a stick figure.
Off to a pretty bad start.
Oh yeah. That's it. The shift in artistic
Can't
talent.
draw anymore. He blew his one chance.
One success. I spend all of my time trying to draw the hooves.
Hooves are very hard.
They're so hard.
How do these bend? What are these?
I like backwards knees.
You're like, honestly, I didn't spend my time studying any sort of fey anatomy, so.
Yeah, you never learned like animal anatomy.
Yeah.
You just did faces. So, but you hand over to Tanner what is a kind of wonky looking drawing of just some legs.
It's like Picasso.
Yeah, it's like Picasso drew some goat legs. And that's what you hand over to Tanner, who just stares at it for a really long moment and then takes an even longer swig from his flask.
You keep that, it's gonna be worth money someday.
Honestly, it doesn't do justice, but it's close.
I'm gonna just hang on to that.
You got a photocopier here?
And he goes, please, just take it from my sight.
Look, I hate to say this, but I don't think any of you have given me anything to go on here.
Where should we ask you the questions, Tanner? What can you give us to go on? Another adventure or two.
I can pay for rooms at an inn that isn't burned down.
Well, we'll take that.
We'll
Definitely.
take it.
That's a start
Can you write us a receipt for it as well?
for our taxes.
Yep, that is within my power to do, yes. You know what?
Make it out to
Yeah.
the scorpions.
He pulls out like a little medallion almost. It looks like the city guard version of those little wing badges they used to give kids on airplanes.
I don't know.
Yep.
To be like, oh, you're the
pilot
captain
wings.
now, you're the pilot. Tanner takes out one of those, hands it to you, Snorkul, and says, show this at either the Unicorn or probably any of the nicer inns in town.
What's
Let him
the
know Tanner sent you.
4-star one?
It just burned down.
Whoops.
Ooh. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Sir Captain Thanos, general person, man.
We salute.
just-
We all salute him.
we all stand at attention and salute.
May we be dismissed, sir?
Just Tanner. Listen, just stay out of it, alright?
Yeah, you
Definitely
got
will
it.
do that.
Huh?
Okay.
I don't need any more necromancers burning down inns in my city.
100%.
I also don't need my accent to shift any more left than it has. I sound like Katharine Hepburn all of a sudden.
You get a different accent when you start drinking, huh?
Yeah, it really, it brings out the West in me.
Never have I been so scandalous.
Never before.
I literally, after Kevin did that one
was gonna
voice,
say.
I legit cannot put myself back in Tanner.
Snorkel's transcendent transatlantic accent. Transient transatlantic.
So Tanner gives you a little badge and just kind of motions to the door and says, "You've been here for like 3 hours, and I don't feel either of us have learned anything. Why don't we all get some sleep, huh?"
All right. We'll go back to the unicorn and we'll catch up. We'll be back.
All right.
Don't call us, we'll call you.
Okay, can you show us the way out? We forgot.
You know what? Actually, I will show you the way out, but I think I can get you some rooms at the Wind Down Pub. It's over in the Merchant Quarter. Nice and
I
quiet.
was just there.
You were?
I mean, was I? Did they report any cups stolen?
Yeah, she was there all day, especially
In my heart.
during the time where those cups were stolen. It's called an alibi. You're gonna need one.
You know, I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response.
Yeah, it's a great alibi. I know.
Thank you.
Go to the inn, get a new room, tell them I sent you, and then just please stay out of this investigation because I do not want another attack by a necromancer in the middle of town.
So you're willing to sacrifice the Wind Down Inn, is what you're saying?
That is the opposite of what I just said, but I can kind of understand how you got there, honestly.
All right, so we're gonna head out, but trying to think if we can pull a distraction real quick.
But he has to like tell us that
We
he
get-
wants us to just.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, show us, please show us the way out. We seem to have forgotten how to.
Yes, please escort us out if you would,
how we
Tanner.
would-
Yeah, of course.
I-
All right.
I remember the way.
And he stands up and begins to head for the doorway.
All right, I'm gonna sneak that article into my pocket real quick.
What do you do?
That is agility and... I
Sneaking.
feel like that's sneaking. I feel like that's pretty textbook sneaking.
I just hope you'll share this information with
Yeah,
us.
I'm gonna use a hero point
Oh yes.
There we go.
and drive.
Did you
and
even have a hero point to use? Oh, you had 3. That's right.
2 successes?
All right, yeah, you grab that article without even disturbing the other papers on the desk, and you've got it.
That's for me.
He's got real bony hands, so.
You did like a magician with the tablecloth.
But with the paper.
Add that shit to your inventory.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Secret doc that you should totally share with your friends.
Maybe.
He doesn't,
I don't
though.
know, man. I don't know you.
I don't know you, he says after traveling with you for a week.
Hey, maybe that's got some stuff that I don't want to share with people. Maybe it's got embarrassing
He has to
things.
read it.
Maybe
first,
I have a tragic backstory of terrible things that I did beforehand.
He could be an evil guy, but not.
Could be embarrassed of it.
I mean, keeping your real name close to the chest is kind of a smart thing around
Yeah.
us, I would say.
My real name's not Tindy.
You guys think my name's
It's
Snorkul?
Tinderella.
Oh, we're using our made-up names?
We're using our minute names.
Tinderella is my real name, but if you call me that, you're gonna get punched in the dick.
Tinderelli.
See, that's why I said never do.
My real name's Jam Jamison.
You wish.
Tanner leads you guys back out the way you came, out of City Guard headquarters. And you make your way back out into Tackby. He kind of points out how to get to the Wind Down Pub. And Tindy, you lead the way to a pub that is weirdly crowded. Like, unbelievably crowded.
What, if one of the other bars burned down in this town today? What's going on?
There are a lot of people getting sloppy drunk. There's twice as many bar staff as were there when you visited Tindy.
Oh, it's Tindy Day, that's
you have to
why.
kind of crush through people to get in.
Are the ceilings any higher?
A little bit. You can kind of crouch in here. It's a bit nice.
Oh, so it's not. It's got a better ceiling for Snorkul in here.
Yeah.
This is a way better pub.
Yeah. Why don't we
But,
come here first?
Let's burn this one down next.
It's a little fancier than the Half Flagon, but it's also less cozy feeling.
Some bouncers, I'm back,
So-
bitches.
It's the same set, just redressed.
Yeah.
Things are moving around a little.
Shot from the other side.
It's like this is like the hipster bar
Okay.
kind of pub.
Me without
It's
my
like
mustache.
the like deconstructed pub food kind of pub.
Right. It's a little more form over function.
Gastro nerds in
Or
here.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that-
I'm sorry. More function over form. A little more utilitarian.
No, you had it right,
You had it
the
right the
first time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
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 Okay. So I'm going to mosey up to the bar while we're all sitting at our table and order a round of dessert shots for all of us.
Okay. You acquire them after a kind of a wait because
It's busy.
It's slammed in there right now.
Take them back.
After
After
the dessert shots, the stress of the situation has just kind of hit Snorkul,
Aw.
and it gets real quiet.
Oh no.
So Ken puts his arm around Snorkel because he knows what's going
one?
on.
Sweetums climbs down out of your leaves and just curls up on Snorkel's shoulder.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh,
Aw.
you know I'm pulling everyone in for a group hug. And you better have the dodge if you want to try
I
that.
don't want to die. I don't want to get smothered.
Nicky dodging.
I mean, I'll take a hug right now.
Yeah. I'll do
Yeah.
Aw.
Circle pulls everyone in for a healing
those.
hug.
Hug friends.
Tough people show their emotions.
And the audience awes.
This is a nice moment.
Nice moment.
You hear there's like flower petals start falling from the ceiling and like the edges of the screen turn kind of pink.
Aw.
And then Ken realizes that that's the nervous thing that happens to me.
You're just like emitting spores.
Yeah.
It's a spore period.
Okay. So you're emitting your pink spores and like other customers are starting to like choke and wheeze.
Like
You're
covering their
sitting at this
beers.
bar.
I put a spore in my mouth.
God damn it, dude.
Oh no, it's just like powder.
Oh, okay.
Like it's like pollen.
Yeah, it's not a touch fuzzy get dizzy situation
I'm
here.
allergic to emotions. Could you please stop?
More drinks.
All right, you guys sit there getting drunk. Anything anybody else want to do in this pub?
I was just here, but maybe now they know where Lyric is.
You guys know where Lyric is? Anybody?
You just like ask on the air.
Hey, guy over by the bar with
He looks
the
up.
stupid face.
Hey,
Yeah, you. You know where Lyric is?
Hey, I've been practicing this stupid face for weeks. Thanks for noticing. Stupid.
okay.
That's like a late night host in this universe. It's just a guy who does.
There's like a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
Stand-up jester.
Rodney Dangerfield over there.
No respect.
The guy just kind of gives you a weird look and goes, I mean, I heard she was in that pub that burned down, wasn't she?
No, we were in there. She wasn't
We
there.
caused it. She wasn't there.
You caused the fire?
I mean, we saved it from a demon guy.
You could say it was in Lyric's honor, even.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that was cool. Should have been there, bro.
Yeah, we'll take some drinks for it.
Yep, free drinks, please.
Oh, I don't work here.
That's not what we were talking about.
I don't care. I don't work here either.
Oh, okay. Weird? Charm persuasion to get him to buy you
I'll do
drinks.
it. I'll do it. It's gonna be 5-6 cards from me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One success and a joker.
Why the fuck are we doing this?
I'm going to bed.
Deadward walks up.
That's like the most Nick shit. That's like real life Nick shit. I'm going to bed.
We buy him drinks. We definitely buy him drinks.
You're like, you try to like get the guy's eye to actually buy you drinks, and he's just like forcibly avoiding you. Like he turns to his shoulder, blocks his face, and like holds up a hand.
He probably can't
Like his
hear me.
drink is like awkwardly next to his face, so he doesn't have to look at you.
Yeah. Like he's drinking out of it.
Tindy, you kind of feel the push of like someone else like pulling up against the bar beside you.
Don't touch me.
And you're kind of ignoring it because you're like, oh, that's, it's crowded in here, whatever. And you hear a voice in your ear. Interesting night, yes?
Yes. Is it Lyric?
No.
I'm not turning my head. Who is this?
Guys, I know I've been uneven on the voices
No,
tonight.
I knew who it was instantly. Don't worry.
Is it Cicero?
Yes.
My boy! Big sis. What's up, Cicero? I heard you stole like so many vases and
I'm
gold.
so flattered you remembered me.
So
Oh, was that Cicero? Cicero, I've heard so much about you. Ken
this is
reaches
my
down.
friend Cicero. He stabbed me once, but we're cool.
You know, it's funny, the last time I saw you, I ended up putting my face in my hands a lot, and I honestly find myself doing it again now.
Your hands must smell really good.
They do, thank you.
Can I smell them?
All right? He puts a hand out in front of you, it's just a normal hand.
They smell like.
Perfume and stolen goods.
They smell vaguely like leather gloves and like some kind of, maybe like a lavender mint kind of scent under there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Cicero.
Can I have my hand back?
Okay, what are you doing here, Cicero? What's up?
Drinking?
I have a question for you.
Shoot.
Maybe you can help old Tindy out.
Go ahead.
Do you know where Lyric is?
I'm pretty sure we already had this conversation, but
I don't know where you were since last episode.
I will say, I don't know if it was Lyric, but I might have a small lead for you.
Okay, I'll take any.
Are you familiar with a strange crew of people who like to wear cloaks at night and go around raising the dead?
Are we? We just fought a bunch of them, and we went into their warehouse, and they had a moss basement. It was fucking crazy. So yes, we are.
Alright, I'm not going to pretend I know what any of that means, but I would maybe be able to offer you some information.
What do you want in return? Are we heisting again? Let's go right now.
I mean, I kind of think that Cicero might owe you for the, blood sacrifice you offered.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did stab me.
Piggyback wides?
Does he want a piggyback ride?
Yeah, we can offer a couple piggyback rides.
I had more in mind, like, instead of giving you your share of what I nicked from City Hall, I just keep it and give you some information.
I mean, that money didn't exist to you a minute ago,
But
Tindy.
now it is. It does.
I mean, depends on how good the information is.
Yeah,
I
that's
do-
what Deadward said. He's the smart one.
I do turbo puppy dog eyes at Tindy.
Tindy takes 84 emotional damage.
Oh!
I lift up my bangs just to show my puppy dog eyes.
Tindy is emotionally dead.
Burned out all the way long ago, back in the carnival time. All right, what's the information? I accept. Give me your sweet smelling hand. Let's shake on it.
Actually, no. Can I try another charm? I'm gonna try and charm Cicero into maybe doing a half up front.
I mean, good luck. Have you heard him?
Little information. I know. I'm gonna try and
You
counter.
can't charm that guy. He's like 100% charming.
You can try.
I'm gonna
His charm
try.
level is like 60 fucking thousand.
I'm trying, and I'm pretty charming myself.
Alright, Wall Runner, what's your deal?
This guy is like Remy LeBeau, dude. I don't know.
I know, dude.
I got 3 successes.
Nice. So what are you trying to convince him?
I just think, Cicero, maybe a half for half. You give us half of your lead, and we give you half the money, and then we see how it is, and if it's good enough, we'll take the rest for the rest.
An interesting bargain. You want half of my lead?
Just a little hint of what the lead
Give
is.
us a clue.
Alright. Let's see. I think about half of my lead would be halfway to Calden.
What the hell? What?
I'm so intrigued. Give him the other half.
He is smiling just the most wolfish smile. Like, you're not seeing any teeth, it's just like a thin line, but like,
God, he's so charming.
he somehow still has fangs.
Whoa.
Is he a vampire?
No, not literal fangs, it's like an expression. Like, you can't see his teeth, but he's got...
But
never
is
mind.
he a vampire?
What's halfway to Calden? We need a map.
We need a map! Someone get me a map! To the map store!
You literally have a map. I'm pretty sure that was in the
Who's got
stuff
the
that
map?
Dandy gave.
Hold on. I'm shuffling through my leaves. Hold on 1 second.
Where's the map at?
All right, so Ken pulls a map out of his leaves in the top of his head. Some more spores come out. Calden, huh? Calden. I'm just having a hard time reading this map real quick, Cicero.
Put your glasses on, Ken.
Pull out a pair of wooden glasses.
Wood lenses.
There's no glass
There we
in them.
go. It's just a different pair of eyes.
They're opaque wood.
Oh, I see. Up by the north gate.
Hold
Oh,
on.
yeah, now I remember.
So where are we? Oh, the Unicorn Pub, I see.
You're at the
Yeah,
Wind
no,
Down
we're
Pub,
at-
which is
we're at the
just
Wind
just west of the market
Okay.
and just south of the Temple of Hieri.
Okay.
How many hectares do we need to go?
It's all the way across town, so it's like it's a pretty long walk. It's about the same as the walk that took you to Lake Town, which is sizable but doable in a day.
I'm liking the sound of this lead. I think we could pay
Halfway.
full price.
Just
It's your
go
call,
half-
It's your call, Tindy. I mean,
Just go halfway. What's halfway? Get a ruler out. Put an X marks the frickin' spot. What's there?
Just get all the information.
All right, fine. I
we'll
was
do
gonna be rich, but I guess I'll be poor forever.
we'll do the full deal, Cicero.
Cicero grins finally, and you do see teeth. And he extends one finely manicured lavender-scented hand.
Another term. Let me smell that hand again.
All right, this is getting kind of weird.
I love your. Who does your manicures?
I can give you a name later. Can we do business first?
That's not part of the deal, though, right?
No.
Okay, good. Deal.
All right, you shake on it, and he withdraws his own map of Takby, sets it on the bar, and starts to trace a line with his finger, and says, "I witnessed a very interesting sight coming from the back of the half flagon earlier.
oh, God damn it, we were there.
Yeah, we burn it down.
Yes, yes, I have heard. The whole town has heard, I believe.
Awesome.
Are they calling us the Scorpions?
No, I think they were referring to you as Tindy Rules.
Yeah, even cooler. Titty rules.
Both good, both accurate.
All right, what did you see out back?
I saw several interesting figures, dressed in robes, perhaps sort of like those strange necromancers you're seeking.
Did they kidnap Lyric?
And they had a fawn among them. But she did not look like Lyric.
What did she look like?
A different fawn? I don't know, I didn't know her.
Wow, dude.
Give me some descriptors.
I'm just-
This is
Dropping
racist.
some subtle
Yeah,
racism
just
there.
profiling over here, Cicero.
All fawns don't look the same, Cicero.
I never knew you to be like that, dude. That's
Still a good
Just
weed,
met you.
though.
If brown fur?
Brown fur.
Antlers? Does this help you?
All right,
Yes,
write
yes,
that
yes.
down. Brown fur and antlers. Okay, so another fawn with brown fur and antlers.
Was it a female or a male?
He said fun.
Look, I mean, I don't want to assume it looked like a woman, no?
Okay.
And she was wearing a fairly plain dress.
Hmm.
So,
Interesting.
I do not know if it was this Lyric, but
Did she look like a prisoner, or did she seem like she was working with them?
she seemed woozy.
Oh,
Ooh.
She was walking on her own 2 feet. Hooves, excuse me. But, did not seem totally conscious.
We should definitely investigate this.
Where did they go?
Halfway to the call.
They made their way north, over toward the Calden Embassy to a bar called Holdaway's.
Excuse me,
Embassy.
cool swarthy guy.
swarthy.
Cicero, and also gross. I truly do not appreciate that.
Don't piss
Sorry.
him off. I'll stab you for no reason.
Like a swarthy person
Yeah, I guess
would.
a swarthy person would.
You saw a person being dragged off by, in a semi-conscious state, you saw them being dragged off by a group of people, and you didn't think to, like, intervene at all?
Swarthy.
First of all, that's not really my style. Second of all, I'm one man. And there were 6.
Yes,
I'm a pretty good fighter, but I don't like my odds against 6.
He rolls like by the tune of his own old-timey drum.
And at any rate, I did tell the guard about it, so
Well, that. I guess
What did the guards do?
nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
This goes all the way
To the
down.
You're going to want to know something about the guard and Takby.
Okay.
They look out for their own, and not the rest of us.
Is Tanner involved in this?
Is Tanner involved? That's
Are
adorable.
you being sarcastic?
You're very cute. Yes. I would say he's involved probably up to his
We
neck.
were just in his office.
Really?
Yeah, he was trying to tell us not to go find stuff, but like we're gonna listen to that nerd.
Probably sound advice, actually.
We gotta go help that fawn.
Yeah,
To the Holdout Inn.
to the Holden's Inn.
Absolutely. That is absolutely not the thing that Cicero said to you.
Was it the Holdout Bar?
I'd say it's a bar called Holdaways.
Holdaways.
Like the band from the 80s, Hadaway.
Like the guy that got Nixon.
I was writing a lot of information down. I didn't catch it.
Yeah, I gotta write
Didn't
it.
fully catch it. Holdaway Bar. An appropriately named bar for a bunch of ruffians to run to.
I want to give you a piece of advice for free.
Yes, okay, yeah.
Keep talking, I love it.
Holdaways is in a rough part of town. And I don't mean that in any disrespectful way. I mean that if you don't keep a hand on your purse, you won't have a purse. If you don't keep a hand on your knife, you will lose your hand.
Ooh.
Well, good thing I don't have a knife.
Well, then you're all set.
Interesting advice from the guy who stabs people.
I'll just wear my buttons around my neck.
Clutch your buttons.
Clutch my buttons close.
Watch out for those button thieves.
Anyway, have a pleasant evening.
Cicero,
Batman out of here again.
would you care to join us, Cicero?
Cicero, come with us.
Maybe as a guide?
Not on your life. Enjoy.
Okay.
Well-
see you later.
Bye.
All right. So,
He does the 2-finger like goodbye salute, and then just upends his drink and walks casually out of the wind down pub.
Marry me, Cicero.
he's so cool.
That
He's
guy's
the
no
coolest.
good.
I love you, Cicero. I hope you can hear me.
I don't think he can.
If you want to marry me, say nothing.
And he says nothing.
What do you guys say? Should we go check out this Holdaway bar?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Heck
he's-
yes.
Yeah, he's. Yeah.
It's the only lead we got.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
I mean, unless someone found something in Tanner's office that they wanted to reveal
I mean,
to us,
that
but I
guy's-
don't think anyone wants to.
That guy's good for information. We should take his information, I guess, at face value.
I mean, I don't trust him.
He
Seems.
knows where golden books are and stuff, so whatever. Probably knows where fawns are.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's go help the fawn.
To
All
the
right.
Holdaway bar Inn.
All right, it's a red line on map as we travel across Tackby.
Dun, 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 dun.
And we'll make it to Holdaways next time on Pretend Friends.
Thank you for listening to Pretend Friends. Our theme music is written by Ace Waters. You can find more of his work at acewaters.com. Fantasy Hour is written and developed by Hadley St. Clair with help from Super Try Studios. You can find more from Hadley on Twitter at Had St. Clair. That's HADSTCLAIR. Pretend Friends is made by Josh Henderson, Kevin Cole, Nick Murphy, and Paul Ritchey. You can follow us on Twitter at pretend_friends and send us an email at heypretendfriends@gmail.com. Cool travel montage here.
Till next
Bam, bam,
time.
bam, bam, bam.
And on a montage. Always
Oh
fade
man, you
out.
guys.
Dude, that was
Those were great.
That was some good stuff. I really like that
That was
fight.
great stuff. Great stuff.
Incredible.
Thanks. I'm so glad that we finally got to do that fight and that you guys liked it, because I was super excited to have it.
Man, I love Cicero.
Me too.
Glad we
No,
got some recurring
I'm
characters.
floored
yeah.
by how much you guys like Cicero.
I love
He's great.
Cicero. He's awesome.
Listen.
So Cicero's a character I made when I was like 15 or something, and I've played him in like a couple different things, and the last 2 times I played Cicero, characters or like players absolutely fucking
he's
hated him
incredible.
and like tried to kill him.
I think the reason we love him is because we're a bunch of scoundrelly
we're
idiots.
scoundrels. We're like
Fits in.
crooks.
Yeah, that's why Snorkul doesn't trust him. He's like, you're not a knight.
No, he's not.
Snorkel's getting mad Stranger Danger vibes.
That's fair.
We'll talk about it at the Holdaway.
Yeah.
It's true.
Should we hand out
we-
points and stuff?
Yeah, let's hand out
Yeah.
points.
Oh, shit.
Everybody gets a roleplay point for being
Yay!
fucking awesome.
Thank you,
Yay.
Hadley.
Away.
I'd like to give Hadley a roleplay GM point for Cicero.
How about I'm gonna
Yeah.
give you a role play joint.
Damn.
Smoke it up.
shit.
Enjoy
Damn.
yourself.
Weed every day.
Legal there.
It's legal in Tackby. Medical
it?
and recreational.
More like Taxby-Massachusetts. Am I right?
Oh, yikes. Yikes.
At least it's not New Jersey.
Free healthcare, though.
I know. I'm gonna marry Kevin. Let's go.
Yay!
Let's get it.
Congrats.
Oh, Paul, you go.
Okay, I'm going to give mine to Snorkul for probably saving our lives by knocking that guy out of the building before he could do any crazy
There you
damage.
go.
Oh, thanks, guys.
You just beat his shield. Like,
Yeah.
just.
Yeah. Yeah, and accidentally, like, taking the fungus, like, poison and having it work out for you.
Yes.
I think we didn't learn
I
any
plan all
lessons. I
along.
think we should just eat all the stuff. Nobody learned anything.
Or at least rub it on ourselves
help everything.
like a predator fight.
Yeah.
Cut to Deadward just, like, shoving that newspaper article in his mouth and chewing.
Nah, I ain't no Donald Trump. I'm gonna keep that a secret for a bit.
That's a reference 20 years from now. We're going to be like, what is that all about? I don't remember. There's so
I
many
don't
crazy things he did.
You got the paper eater
He
too?
ate paper? Well, yeah, maybe. I'm going to give mine to Deadward for keeping secrets because I love when plots are run by secrets.
Oh, I got secrets, man.
Dude,
Thank
hell
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say, that
Yeah,
gave
that-
me chills, though.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Intriguing
Yeah, that was
as
cool.
That was a
fuck.
cool twist.
I'm gonna give mine to Ken for taking out them zombies, so we didn't have to.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
man.
Clutch. Mad clutch.
And I'm gonna give mine to Tindy. Mostly because I love the zombie rodeo.
You're in an inn. You got to ride a mechanical bull.
And all of your fire spells were super awesome.
Even that
Like the
wonky
fire
kitty cat I did.
I think the fart one was my favorite.
The fart was great.
That's my
The
favorite.
fart solo.
You just kind of slapped him in the butt with fire.
He'll remember that one.
Please remember that this like super hot dude is like wandering around Takby now with just a burn on his ass.
Yeah.
got
A brand
little-
on his
yeah,
He's
ass.
getting embarrassed a little bit by that.
That's how we're gonna
He's got the
identify
little
him.
heart boxes.
Take your clothes off.
Their asses.
Look at their
Make
butts.
sure it's the right guy. Which one do we
Got
shoot?
the little-
You're clean.
He's got the little Looney Tunes heart boxers peeking out underneath his necromancer robes.
Do we get our health back, or are we staying at our current health?
Yeah, you're gonna. I feel like. Well, I don't know if you guys are gonna rest at the pub
We're at
or
a
not.
save
but-
point, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
you're at a save point.
All right.
I'm gonna say you'll take a few hours to clean yourselves up. And
Okay.
get your health
Yeah.
Let's say that
That's
maybe our group hug healed us all. They gave us
Yeah,
the.
that's it.
Aw,
Healing
definitely
power.
healed
That's
some
the most
emotional
healing
damage.
power. You do, don't you?
I can heal, yeah.
Well, we just use your spores.
My spores were
Yeah,
healing
we
spores,
spore.
yeah.
There you
Sport
go.
up.
That's what it is.
Who wants to apply for the position of anti-Joker?
I'm gonna nominate.
Can we get 6 people to be it next time?
Yeah. Can we get like multiple?
Yeah, we need like 4 anti-jokers at least.
Yeah.
I'm gonna nominate Snorkul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
He
I
knows.
graciously
when.
accept.
He knows when.
Yay.
Even though it really would not have mattered at all when we did the anti-Joker.
Well, I mean, killing that Joker on the Molotov cocktail really made that
That
fight.
that
Oh,
probably
yeah.
helped us survive.
That the combo of throwing the cocktail and then shooting the Joker
Yeah.
was clutch because it killed 4 zombies
Yeah,
off the
that's-
bat.
Yeah.
I
You
took
guys would have been a little more overwhelmed.
Little
Yep.
harder
I took
to kill.
six damage that fight. Like I needed a little help.
Yeah, I
You
was
tanked
just-
really well, though. You took some damage.
just
I
having
tanked,
some
I tanked.
fun. That's what DPS does. Just stand back and have fun.
Yep.
I don't have anything to do. I just shoot stuff.
Oh, are you guys trying to kill something? Oh,
Cool.
Sure, I'll help.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll play some music for
I'll
us.
apply 12 points of bleed damage.
Yeah. I'll DJ.
I'm doing really well.
Bard.
How come everyone's dying?
He's
weird.
barding. He's just hell barding for
Yeah.
us.
I
Don't
like that-
worry, I won't do
Hell
anything,
Bart.
and then I'll complain and chat about heals.
Where the heels at?
I love that Deadward can be anything. You're like
He's a
5-tool
utility,
player, yeah.
He's like a
Renaissance
druid.
Yeah, the-
man.
Can be anything.
Yeah.
And I also
that-
want to say that I fully expect and hope that the love that Ken has for Lyric is unrequited.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely gonna be like in my mind. It's Charlie Brown and the girl with the red hair.
Yeah, yeah.
If that's what
Listen.
it is.
You showed up in her bedroom unannounced, puked on the floor, and then did it again. Mm-hmm. I don't think you
wins people
in
over.
any reality, a good impression on this girl.
And burned down
As
her
old
best
as time.
paying
Also
performance
burned down
gig.
her favorite pub.
Her favorite pub and gig place.
Yep.
Whoops. Classic can.
You're gonna take some talking to get out of that one.
That's a big whoops from Ken.
Oh my god.
All right,
So
guys.
good.
Then we'll see
I
everybody.
think we're good.
We'll see everybody in a week.
Bye.